Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad from the American, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Finds his man, it's Evans. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got
out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass, it's Duggar. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Westbrook. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Cougars! Excellent pass by the back on the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Rivers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, WKU.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. With the catch, it's Ellison. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. But they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! A great catch and run for 6.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Woods. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Dumps it to the back. And they can't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The kick is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hilltoppers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives into the 10-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
A run for the quarterback. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
On the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Great job by the back on the option.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Washington State going quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Westbrook. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Washington State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good.
Western Kentucky, 21, Washington State, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Duggar. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. back to pass. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Washington State lines up quickly. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, running back gets to give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duggar. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Hilltoppers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Hutchinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punch. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Washington State going quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working the big fella to the corner. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
It's second down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Washington State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Out of bounds he goes at the 42, and you want to talk about creating space to operate. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Toss sweep to the right. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Going to sling it on second down. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On the option. Turning it on. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. We just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with his back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Duggar. Tosses it incomplete.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wazoo! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The option look. The pitch. Across the 45. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown Toppers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Quick strike complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
On the play. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the scores, Western Kentucky 35, Washington State 25.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Washington State lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll run the option. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The Hilltoppers will go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those. Offensive lineman down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires it down the seam. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rivers. Sets up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Now the toss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And just just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
And the Hilltoppers enter the final minute with the lead. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won